Hello and good morning, everyone. We are going to play Shadows of War today because we were talking about this about 2 or 3 days ago, maybe a week ago now, and I couldn't take it any longer. I had to play it. It's such a good game, so
I had a family once.
we're going to play it.
A wife.
We're going to go
beautiful.
break some orcs.
Son. And I buried them along with everyone I even knew.
This is the second one, so if you haven't played the first one, spoilers, I
What's
guess,
happened to me?
but there's not much to spoil.
Dead.
It's literally angry man too angry to die.
The worlds of light and dark. You're bound together, Talion. My life and yours.
Jonathan's here. Good morning, Jonathan.
Who are you, Wraith?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the
Welcome
winds of
to the
power.
Monday morning stream.
Celebrimbor. Greatest smith of the Second Age.
It is going very well
Sealed
today.
you into making the rings.
It's Monday. We're halfway through the month.
Tortured both you and your kin.
Yeah, we were talking about this game just a few days ago. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to play it again. You know, maybe it's just time to go enjoy it one more time.
My family.
I thought you wanted revenge.
We're really hoping, we've been talking a little bit more about Italy this year. And, of course, we have tax returns coming up here soon, and we're hoping maybe, just maybe, our tax returns might be good enough for us to be able to swing going to Italy. I know we have some debt to pay down. I know we just had, the responsible things to do, but
The world of men.
how many times do you get to go to Italy, you know? So,
I have seen it.
maybe, just maybe, we're gonna do the irresponsible thing and go to Italy.
In the fires of Mount Doom.
Go see Pope Leo in person.
And a wraith. Bound together in death. Craft the one thing that could challenge the Dark Lord.
I'll tell you though, as we're
A ring.
looking at Italy, I've realized probably the hardest thing for me while
Even the
traveling to
strongest
Italy
bonds can be broken.
is
The
going to
future I have
be
seen cannot come to
the
pass.
Celebrimbor.
I don't know if culture shock is the right word, but I know
Death calls to
in
you.
Italy and some parts of Europe, like, I don't want to say time moves differently, but like their values around time are way different. So like they close stores for lunch and dinner's not served until like 8 or 9 p.m. because you're expected to eat dinner late and you stay out late and you get up later and you have like the afternoons are slower. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. So if nighttime doesn't start until 8, if they don't even serve dinner until 8 o'clock at night, I'm in trouble because I'm usually in bed
Leave this place.
by 8 o'clock, you know? So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna readjust my schedule to handle handle having to stay up until like 10 or 11 at night every night. I also need to figure out how I'm not going to go stir crazy when I wake up at like 5 a.m. and if nothing's open until later, I don't want to just like
The wraith calls to you.
wake up at 5 a.m.
cool to
and stare out my hotel window for 5 hours until something opens up, you know? You'll manage somehow, especially if it's a vacation. I struggle with sleep. I am an old person at heart, you know. I'm early to bed, early to rise. Most places open at 8:30. That's not terrible. I can survive 8:30, I think.
Celebrimbor.
But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. We're looking at maybe being irresponsible and going to Italy and seeing the Pope and the Vatican and all those things.
I'm going to kill him. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill him. Need to keep quiet.
Talion.
Streaming this made your day. It's such a good game, and like I said, once we started talking about it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, okay, we gotta play this again. Like, it's such a good game. Alright, let's, as soon as he gets off that thing, we're gonna... There we go. I was thinking about, when I was starting the game, and maybe I should have, there's a new mode I haven't played yet called Brutal Mode, that apparently both parties do way more damage. So, like, you die easier, but enemies die easier too, so... I'm debating whether or not I should play in the harder game mode, you know, just to experience everything the game has to offer, because a lot of people were saying, like, that's the true way to experience the game is through the brutal mode, so I'm debating whether we should do... Brutal is easier than Gravewalker. See, I never play games on the hard difficulties, so I've only ever played on normal mode, so maybe not. Like, I don't know if I'm good enough to handle, Gravewalker mode, you know? I don't know if I'm that good. Come a little closer. Let's see. I don't have multi destruction of people yet. So let's see. I don't even know if I have to do stealth here. I'm pretty sure I can just waltz through and destroy everyone. I'm pretty sure I don't have to do any stealth here. Can you just change the difficulty on the fly? I thought once you made a like save file, it was locked. Those animations are so smooth, though. The way you just walk up and casually stab one of those orcs is just so, like, it's smooth, it's satisfying. I can't wait to start breaking some orc minds, you know, drain and shame, teach them some lessons. If you go to the Vatican, I hope you can have an awesome time and take some cool photos. I'm definitely bringing my camera if I go to the Vatican, and I'm going to be taking a lot of photos. The only hard part about bringing the camera is I know, like, we're going to a tourist destination, right? And having my giant camera with my huge lens just screams, like, tourist, please rob me. I'm a dumb, rich American. So that's a problem.
Spider does not forfeit his prey, Ranger. Not unless a greater has set before him.
Giant spider lady.
I called you here for a reason. I called you here.
You will return him to me. Now.
But you are American, so Second Amendment, I'm pretty sure... Well, it depends on who you ask. I'd say American Constitution doesn't apply in other countries, but according to Most Glorious Leader, you know, we're American, we can do whatever we want, so... Maybe?
How much are you willing to sacrifice?
You know, we're over here kidnapping other heads of state and threatening allies, so...
Everything.
What's more American than doing whatever you want?
Not yet.
That's what we're gonna do. We'll go be loud, obnoxious Americans and do whatever we want.
For the rain.
I'm pretty sure I also have to buy new shoes before I go to Italy, because
Shelob,
I love
only in truth.
my Crocs, but I'm pretty sure Crocs are not good shoes for traveling international. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like being an American wearing Crocs will make me stand out like even more of a sore thumb. So I think I need, you know, shoes with laces at the very least. Especially if I'm going into the Vatican, right? I don't want to go into the Vatican wearing Crocs and some booty shorts that say "juicy" on them, right? You want to go into the Vatican a little better dressed than that.
I'm impressed, Ranger. It must mean something to you.
So I'm gonna have to get a new wardrobe if I'm gonna go Italy. I think is the main takeaway. Is at least some good shoes. Well, I know that like Italy, at least the Vatican itself has like a dress code. They will turn you away for women if you're showing too much skin, if your shorts or shirt are inappropriate, and for men, I'm pretty sure you have to have closed-toed shoes. You can't have any hats, and I'm pretty sure they require like a polo or something a little bit nicer, just like a t-shirt. And if you don't, they will just like, nah, go get better dressed if you're going to come before God. Crazy guy, 40k. Nothing. We don't have anything Warhammer 40k related today, but in sort of 40k news, I got an ad for StarCraft. StarCraft is launching a 40k like tabletop game this year,
It's dominated.
where you can play as like Terran, Protoss, or Zerg in like a tabletop war game, and that's going to be really cool. Is this Dante's Inferno? No, this is Shadows of War, the second Lord of the Rings Mordor game. It is unique, it is incredible, and there is nothing else like it. But there is a new Dante's Inferno game coming out this year that we are going to play a whole lot of. Even though I don't like Souls-like games, I will suffer Souls-like to try the new Dante's Inferno. So we will be playing that a whole lot when that comes out. Who is your favorite chapter? Okay, so I'm bad at Space Marines lore and I'm bad at Warhammer lore. So my favorite, like, army? I don't know if this counts as my favorite army to play as is the Death Corps of Krieg. I super love the Death Corps. But if chapter only refers to Space Marines and Space Marines alone, Black Templar. Yeah, you know, I'm Catholic, so the crosses, the rosaries, the zealotry, you know, it just kind of, it tickles the fancy in all the right ways. Although, my favorite chapter is my personal favorite chapter, you know, when I played Warhammer Kill Teams, which is like 40k but on a smaller scale. You get a 6 Marine squad,
With it, his army.
and you know you paint your 6 Marine squad however you want. I thought to myself, hey,
Let them be slaughtered.
there are 6 Marines in my squad, and there are 6 main characters in My Little Pony. So I made a My Little Pony based Space Marine chapter, where each one of my characters in my small kill team army was a different pony from My Little Pony. And let me tell you how much everyone else hated my Space Marine ponies. Man, they absolutely despise fighting Pinkie Pie. I like the Imperial Fist more. Are they the ones who have like the giant yellow power fists? Alright, that's who we're going up against. Because that is worse than Horsehairs. Yes, a lot of people felt that my My Little Pony Marines were heretical. I've been seen. I've been no longer seen. Power Fist and Shields. The Power Fist is the coolest. When I play Space Marine 2, which I don't play a whole lot, I use the Power Fist because it's such a cool weapon. I wanted to get super into Space Marine 2, but I don't know. Something about the game didn't feel right to me, you know? But maybe I need to go back and give it another chance, especially now that we can play as Black Templars and there's a couple other customization options and things like that. Maybe it's time to go give Space Marine 2 another chance. I also need to play Diablo 4 again. You know, we have that new Templar Crusader, and I definitely need to play that. Alright, tell me what I want to know. Warmonger Commander. Who's this? Gund Hot Tongs. Ooh. Alright. We're learning. I love learning about the captains and shaming them and fighting them. We're in for such a treat playing through this game. Come here, tell me more about captains. Let's learn about... Ooh, there's some lions. Oh, this guy's hurt too? Okay, what do you got? Mog the Blacksmith. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for the info. If you're ever on Space Marines, I'd be up for joining your squad despite your heretical My Little Pony chapter. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do one... If I go back into Space Marine, I'm going to take some time and make my custom My Little Pony Space Marine. You would like Vermintide too. It's Age of Sigmar and there are Templar Knights. Okay. I love Vermintide. However, I refuse to ever play it again.
It's the Grave Walker.
Ooh.
I thought he was dead. He is.
They're talking about me. Okay, we gotta learn how to use the bow first here. Alright, problem solved. So, I was playing Vermintide, and I was early adopter into Vermintide. Like, I bought it as soon as I could. We started playing it. I was playing on the hardest difficulty. I loved Vermintide a whole lot. And then what happened was, people realized that you could kick people at any moment during the game if you were playing in a random squad. And when you did that, they would lose everything from that match. So what happened is I would be doing the hardest difficulty, and we would be doing a very hard match, and we would get through towards the end, and as I'd get right near the very end of the match, they would kick me from the game, and I would lose a half an hour of progress and hard work. And multiple groups of like 2 or 3 friends were teaming up and doing this to me, and I said, okay, no. I'm not going to play this game for an hour, waste all my time, be kicked from the game, and lose all of my benefits. So I messaged the dev and said, hey, this is terrible game design. I hate this. Would you consider changing this? They said that they won't. So I said, okay, then I'm never touching your games ever again, because I refuse to play a game that allows players to waste my time in that way. It's awful that a bunch of friends can just absolutely hold you hostage and waste your time like that. So I quit the game and said I'm never coming back, and I'll never support this game ever again. So I do like Vermintide, but never again. Yes, this is Middle-earth: Shadow of War. We were talking about it last week, and I was like, oh, now that we're talking about it again, I need to play it again. So we're playing it again, because it is such a good game. And we're not gonna beat the game. We're gonna be focusing on finding us some orcs, you know, and shaming them and breaking them and destroying them. So we're gonna focus on the psychological torture aspects of the game more than we are beating the game. Bringing back all the memories. Excellent. Speaking of psychological torture, there's a new game that just came out called Pathological 3, and a bunch of people were saying that Pathological is a game unlike anything else, that it's like an incredible experience. Has anyone played Pathological? Like, is it really that unique? Making me feel ancient. I'm only 23.
He's close. The Wraith world will reveal his presence.
You know, that happens to me all the time, Jonathan, when, like, because I play a lot of Pokemon. Obviously, I'm in the Pokemon communities, and I'll be, like, listening to people talk about Pokemon, and they're like, man, this Pokemon game was my childhood. And I'm like, yeah, you know, Pokemon Blue, I played Pokemon Blue for my entire childhood. I'm like, yeah, this game came out during my childhood and was so good. And they'll be talking about freaking Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, what do you mean Pokemon Sword and Shield was your childhood? I played that game when I was 30. Like, oh man, I am
You
old.
come running to me. Do not touch it. Now I'm gonna say that again.
Okay, so he is dazed by stealth, so we need to stealth get that guy. Let's go teach him a lesson. They should add the Nemesis system into more games. Allegedly, we were going to get the Nemesis system in the new Wonder Woman game that was coming out, and then they canceled the Wonder Woman game, so that's gone forever too. Yeah, I can't. I'm still at the very start, so I can't shame these guys yet. So we've just got to old-fashioned, stab this guy. But we got to Batman him, right? We got to come up high so that we can hit him hard. All right. Oh, smooth. Have you ever played Cult of the Lamb before? I have. Cult of the Lamb is actually one of the few games that I 100% platinum. I did every single thing in the game.
You can't die.
I 100%ed that game. And there's a new expansion coming out here soon, so we're going to have to obviously start playing that again here soon and enjoy the new expansion. The combat is so smooth. Down he goes. You gonna stream Wool Heaven? I might. Tai is back. Welcome back. Yeah, I'll probably stream Wool Haven. I know it's coming out here soon, but I haven't honestly been paying attention all that well, so I don't know when it's actually coming out. Have you played the Dishonored series? I have. I enjoyed Dishonored, but even better than Dishonored for stealth, there are 2 stealth games that are coming out here soon. Dex is back.
Why are you out here alone?
I'm doing good, Ty. How are you doing?
My raiding
We
pass
have
left in the
the
race
Thief
again.
series is making its comeback in VR. Thief in VR sounds
Not
awesome.
enough.
I love the Thief series. And we just got a brand new trailer that dropped last
We're
week.
about to lose
They are
out of
bringing
Strange.
back
They'll be closing the gate if they haven't
Styx.
already.
The
We
goblin
need to get up there as fast as
stealth
we can.
comedy
Behind you.
action game Styx. They're bringing that back. We're getting a new one this year.
What is your name?
Idra.
Tell
Couldn't come to your live stream because it's at 2 a.m. Yeah, I
Lost
stream
enough men today.
I stream at a wonky time. I understand that the time that I stream in is a very, very wonky sort of time. So
They're closing
someday
Let's cut a path up there.
someday I will be able to stream at 5 p.m. like everyone else at a normal time. But for now, you're stuck at early morning waffles. All right, we gotta clear out some goobers here. to rescue the sergeants. What game is this? This is called Lord of the Rings Shadow of War. It came out in 2017. It is based on Lord of the Rings, and there is no other game like it. Like, it's got the combat of the Batman Arkham series. It's got the stealth of like Assassin's Creed. It has this special system called the Nemesis system that no other game in the world has. It's truly a unique game. It's one of those games that you have to experience to really like appreciate how good of a game it is. And usually you can purchase the game for like $10 on sale. So if you wait for like the Steam summer sale or the winter sale or something like that, you will be able to get the game for super cheap, and it is totally worth it. Like, this game is worth it at full price, but getting the entire game for like $10, absolute steal. Do it if you can. Polyblank's here, yes! I'm pretty sure you were the one who brought this game up, Polyblank. I was like, you know what? I really need to play this game after we talked about it in stream, so I was like, let's go play this game one more time. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this game, and then once we're done with this, we're gonna play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and talk about how overrated and terrible that game is.
We've lost the middle city. Rally at the gate.
At 5%, there goes the phone. Dex, what is it? It is a gaming experience unlike anything else. It truly is one of the few like unique games that just, you gotta play it. You gotta experience it.
Join us. The gate is closing.
We'll be right behind you.
Like Batman mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with great storytelling like The Last of Us. Just say the name. It is Middle-earth Shadow of War is what it's called. Middle-earth Shadow of War. It is technically the second game though, so if you want like the full story, the first one is called Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. That's technically the first game, and so if you want to play the full experience, you'll want to play the first game. But honestly, I truly believe the second game is better in every single way. Like, I can't think of anything the first game does better than the second game. So, and no one's out here playing this for the story. Everyone's here for the Nemesis system. So you don't really need to play the first game. No, there's no hobbits in this game. It is not Hobbit stuff. This is the realm of man. This is about a ranger who is too angry to die, so he gets possessed by an angry elf spirit and opens a can of whoop ass on every orc between here and Mordor. Your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday. Congratulations. I hope you got something fun planned. Something like a day at Chuck E. Cheese. Go see the Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, the animatronics.
Quickly, under the gate.
Mad hobbits. Very, very angry hobbits. You get some cool stuff. Do you already know what you're getting?
I will be long. Go.
What are you getting for your birthday?
Have the archers provide support.
For my birthday this year, I might be getting whale watching. I've been telling Emmy that I want to whale watch at some point, so we might go whale watching for my birthday this year. Which is probably the most old people thing I can think of as a birthday gift, of take me to the whales. Slow motion, so cool.
We've lost the middle city. We made
I also want to go back to
everyone
the aquarium after
They now hold it.
I absolutely rocked those photos at the zoo. I'm ready to try the aquarium more
We
with
have doubled their odds.
some new tricks up my sleeve. I might be able to get some incredible photos. Played Shadow of War for the story and the gameplay. Talion isn't too angry to die, but the Elf Lord's spirit keeps him alive in the first game. They want revenge. I don't remember the story of the first one at all. I just remember that the end boss fight was a little
Place is here.
disappointing.
Taken to Henathan.
It was still a good game, but there was a little disappointment in that.
You must understand. We must protect what is most precious
At all costs.
Yes. That is an order.
There's also someone released like the top anime of 2026, like to start watching.
But I'll be back on the
Netflix
wall
got
before
a
the
new
next
one
episode.
called Shuba Yugi, and I'm gonna give that one a shot. I've started watching like the first 20 minutes of it, and it doesn't seem too bad yet, so I'm waiting to see.
Black Gates.
Did you play? I did not play the campaign of For Honor. No, I only played the multiplayer in For Honor.
If you've come to fight for Minas Ithil,
Don't mention For Honor. I'll get back into playing it.
Captain Baron.
Not come to join your army, John.
Nobody should be playing For Honor.
And it's safekeeping.
Protect
That
the
game is
city
so
of
toxic.
Atlantia will be safe. However, our raiding parties are targeting enemy captains. in the
I saw that camera you were talking about at CES. Why was everything they presented so bad? Like, who asked for anything they showed?
Yes.
There was so much cool stuff at CES. I will say, Dex, yes, there was a lot of AI garbage at CES. They had like Razer's releasing a headset that has cameras built into it. Which why do I want headphones that have cameras in them? I don't. Why? They're releasing a virtual anime waifu girl that can sit in a case and talk to you. I don't want that either. But Corsair is releasing a keyboard that has a
We need to secure the Palantir
Steam
now.
Deck built
The
into
city
it.
of
That's
Rift
pretty
will not
cool.
hold for much longer.
And then Fujifilm's releasing some new cameras. That's pretty
By
cool.
protecting the city, we protect the Palantir.
Look,
The tower's there.
It's just Chachi's AI and things built to take away human jobs. Yeah, there were definitely some parts of CES that were a disappointment. I think, I truly think that the anime girl waifu box is going to be a net loss for society. As soon as people can have realistic anime girls talking to them all day long, we are going to lose a lot of young men to the anime waifus, and that's a problem.
His hold on Minas Ithil. We will shift the tide of war.
All right, let's go. We need to save the city, Patrick. Right? We need to go over there, over there. Okay, that's where we're going. We're going over this way. Yeah, okay. Run Quest 2. I already pre-ordered. Her name is Gwyneth. My parents are going to get me a gaming PC when I do good in school. Alright, let's know Zun the Warrior. He's already damaged, so let's take this guy out. Unfortunately, gaming PCs are getting way, way, way more expensive now because of the RAM shortages, because of AI. It's going to get really expensive to get a gaming PC here soon, unfortunately. I was thinking about upgrading my PC, but I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade my PC anytime soon. Heading to work. All right, Paulie, see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Hello there. Goodbye. Alright, let's take away Sauron's mighty tower here. Right? It's Sauron that why did Tolkien name one of them Sauron and the other Saruman? Why is there two with the same name?
We will purify them and make them
Also, what kind of a name is Sour Man? Like, you couldn't think of any other name to name that other old dude than Sour Man?
and all that will be lost if his corruption is allowed to return.
It's Private Milk. What a name.
This city is built on the ruins of my
Sounds like a 50s DC villain.
remain. Those are my barrows, still hidden from Sauron's sight. There I will show you why we must retrieve my ring.
Okay, do we see all the things we need to see? No. There we go, that one. Alright, and then we need to find the spider. There we go. Okay. We've got quests to do, but there's this guy. He's already, like, mortally wounded over here, so he should be very easy to take down. Let's go take this guy down. All y'all are lucky that you're done with work for the day. I'm just about ready to go to work for the first time. You know, it's Monday. We've got work. I wish I was done with work already. Crosh the Blizzard. The guy's name is Crotch. Shoot barrels to detonate them. Alright. Here comes the pain. So this guy is weak to assassinations, so let's find him and oh, he's undergoing a trial by order, so I can interrupt his trial.
Pay close attention, Uruks. I'll show you how it's done.
Let's
for me, Orc? Gondor stands strong.
dishonorably interrupt his trial by ordeal and fix this problem here. So we're gonna let him get mauled for a second. We'll let the dog do some work here. What the dog doing? Come on, get a little closer. Get a little closer for me. There we go. Barbecued. He survived the trial. Oh, I guess I did wrong. I guess I did the trial for him. But now he's a higher level, so we can we get a little bit more experience for killing him. So I guess that's good in the end. Zaid, good morning.
Shouldn't you be cowering behind the walls of your doomed city?
Zune.
He can be damaged by poison and damaged by stealth. Well, that doesn't help me very much. Give him a stab.
Hard to focus when I'm bleeding.
Give him another stab.
Just warn you.
We gotta protect our Gondorian friend there. Pelt him with a few arrows. Dude stole my kill. Do you see that? Dude, I saved your life and you stole my kill, bro. Okay, you know, usually I'm not about team killing, but dude, you stole my kill.
Incredible strength in those arms. Such power.
Oh, we got
and grace in
ambushed.
those legs. And I pride myself on being able to spot those things.
Og the Collector. All right, Og. All right, let's back up so we can actually see what's going on here, because I can't see. There we go. Oh yeah, you stole my kill before. You want to take that kill this time, bro? You think you're hot stuff? You think? Oh, look at that. Maybe you shouldn't have taken my kill. You ever think about that? Do you see how your actions have led you to death now? Gondorian kill stealer? Oh, I'm out of elf shot, so. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I want to grab this guy because I need to drain him. Gave you an extra sub, thank you. Okay, apparently I don't have the drain ability yet, but I'm low on health, so we could really use the ability to drain. Ah, well, I think I'm dead. Come on, we can win this fight still.
I'm taking every. Don't you like a bit of pain?
Dude keeps cheap shotting me. I can't block that ability when he hits me out of nowhere with that, you know?
They're coming off. I'll drink your blood. Your limbs are coming off.
Oh, he's mad.
Swing those shapely arms at me.
Got him. Whew, that one was close. We need to unlock the healing ability stat. That dude almost got me. That was too close for comfort. We need to learn to heal. And we need some better gear. That guy was a little high level for my taste. All right, character. Let's look at our skills. So we need the execution. That will be very helpful. But all right, I guess we don't get that one yet. So we just gotta play through the story a little bit more. I guess let's look at our quests and go do a little bit more of the story. Man, this game is so good, though.
As long as it keeps Gondor safe.
This game is just so much fun. Also, the quality of life. I don't think the game gets enough enough attention for that. But things like being able to climb these things and press A to do like that super jump, that is why I will never go back to the first game, because the first game is fun. It's a good game, but there's a lot of like running and tedious stuff, and this adds so many like Superman jumps and things like that to break down on the tedium of traversing the land. They did such a good job adding quality of life updates to this game. It's so hard to go back to the first one after you get to enjoy these leaps and the running and things like that, you know? Alright, we solved that problem. Took out the lookout. That rhymed just minorly. Like the burst of speed when you land and the ability to jump higher, it's just, ooh.
Hoshgrish.
Hoshgrish the Wasp. He is immune to poison. Well, so we can't poison him, but it does seem like he might be weak to blades. Let's give it a try here. Let's see how weak he is. Yeah, that poison immunity isn't helping you very much here, is it?
You really think there's a chance of saving the city, don't you? I see it in your eyes.
All right, let's execute him.
Delusion.
Well, so much for delusion, Hogrish. We'll see you next time. Also, those clashes are the coolest thing in the world, right? When you stop mid-fight and they taunt you, oh, it's just delicious. Delicious. If you ever played, this is going to be a deep cut. If you ever played Warcraft 3, one of the satyrs, his when you click to move, he says delicious. And I used to play Dota in Warcraft 3. And in Dota in Warcraft 3, one of the hero units was Rikimaru, the stealth assassin. And every time you'd move, you would hear that. And so for like a year straight, all I heard was delicious, delicious, delicious. And now it is burned in my head that I have heard him say delicious so many times. Great game though. Dota on Warcraft 3 was a vibe. Dota 2 on Steam, I wouldn't touch with a 30-foot pole. That is some toxic, hateful community right there. But Dota on original Warcraft 3 was a lot of fun. Alright, we found a secret door. The secret to our Elven Rage. There's our ghost grandpa.
Bygone age, my army marched on Mordor. We buried our honored dead.
Keeping watch over us.
Our greatest warriors are preserved here, protected by powerful magic. And we use all our arts to bring them.
Alright, Jonathan, we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out.
And you had the One Ring.
Yes. And with it, I forged an army. I led the charge against Sauron.
The Elven Rage. Press L and R to unleash rage, and then tap X to slaughter everything. Okay.
When Sauron revealed his betrayal, I took up arms against him. In my wrath, I was determined to punish him.
All right, we gotta build up the Elven Rage quick. That is smooth. I love how smooth the combat is for like blocking. It just feels so good. All right, we gotta hurry up and kill a few more guys. We need our Elven Rage quickly. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. Such a cool ability. Just teleporting around the battlefield, slaughtering orcs, casually going to stabs. Who is that? Sauron? Yeah. Someday I need to finish watching the Lord of the Rings movies. I've started the first one like 4 times. I've never finished it. I really need to watch the trilogy all the way through.
The new ring. Our ring.
I need to finish
Is not
Lord of the Rings. I need to watch Star Wars. And actually later this week, in 3 days... In 3 days, the new Star Trek is going to start, and I'm very, very hyped for the new Star Trek Academy. Star Trek, the new shows haven't all been great, but the most recent one was really good, so I'm kind of excited to see what they can do.
secure the Palantir.
Then we will go to the Great Hall.
Go do with all this, you know? Gems can be put in gear. Okay. Do I even have gems? I have 1. Okay. Now, what do I need to do? I got a skill point. Do I have anything I can even unlock? I can. We can unlock detonating arrows, brace of daggers, mounted combat, or perfect. We need the perfect counter. Delicious. Okay, now what are we doing here? We've got a door. We don't need to relive that. We do need to go get that tower, though, so let's go grab that. Alright, we need to go find some poetry to open a door. If I remember right, these dogs are very tough to actually fight, so we're just gonna cheese them with a bow and arrow, you know? Problem solved. The Lord of the Rings would definitely be over faster if Frodo had a gun. You know how everyone talks about like if Harry Potter had a gun, the book would only be 1 book long? Same thing with Lord of the Rings, I feel like. If Frodo had a gun, I think he would have a much easier time traversing the land. Maybe when it enters public domain, you know how there was that guy for a while who was making a bunch of money. He did like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and then he would take books and like add 1 sentence to them to make them his own. Like they'd take public domain books and add like it's War and Peace, but in the middle of the book Tony Hawk does a sweet kickflip, and then he would resell the book that way. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to make Lord of the Rings, but Frodo has a gun, and I'll retell the story once it's in public domain that way. Alright, we're looking for spidery memories. Berserk here's good morning. Good morning, Berserk. How is it going? Happy Monday. Alright, let's head over to this quest. I think this is the last quest in the area. I think. I don't know. We're not trying to 100%, like I said. We're just trying to unlock the ability to break some orcs. So we gotta go learn how to dominate and shame. That's all we're looking to do. Dominate and shame some orcs. Some nasty orcsuses.
There's no time. We can only take the most valuable.
We're taking everything.
Idri, sacrifices must be made.
We'll not sacrifice our past to fear.
Oh there. Who are you?
Baranor, this is the Ranger. I
The
was-
Ranger.
You've spilled much blood for Minisithu. We don't even know your name.
Also, D&D should take note. They've definitely fixed the Ranger class quite a bit and added some cool stuff to them, but this is what the Ranger in D&D should do. We don't need all that animal handling. We don't need Hunter's Mark. We don't need
These are desperate times.
that. We need Callian the Ranger as a
We cannot.
class in D&D. I feel like that would fix Rangers a whole lot. I just read that they released an autistic Barbie doll with sensory-sensitive features. Has Barbara Melissa Roberts gone woke? I think that's cool, right? Like, if she comes with headphones, because I've seen it. It's one of the best things, honestly. One of the greatest changes I've seen in society is people are now accepting for other people to wear, like, headphones to like movies and loud places so that people can not get overwhelmed by the loud noises. That is absolutely amazing. So seeing a Barbie doll that also has to wear headphones, I think could be a really cool thing for people. And I want society to accept the headphones more and more, because I think that is wonderful. I could personally never do it. I could never wear headphones in public and like blot out my ability to hear the danger around me, but I'm happy that other people have that ability.
I'll cover your flank.
I don't understand why that would bother others. There is
That was only the beginning.
there is a portion of people, I won't say it's a large amount of portion of people, but there is a portion of people who
We'll be able to see
it just, they can't stand to see other people living their life being happy or having any sort of accommodation. So when they see someone else wearing headphones because it's too loud in the room, they have to complain about, like, oh, well, back in my day, you just dealt with it, and now these soft kids out here having to wear their headphones everywhere, you know, it's disrespectful, because what if I needed to get a hold of, what if I wanted to talk to them? Now I can't talk to them because they're wearing headphones, and they're infringing on my right to talk to other people, and they shouldn't be able to, and it just, it doesn't impact them, but they make up these scenarios in their head of how it possibly could impact them, and thus they need to be upset about it, and that's...
This should prove interesting.
That's what it boils down to. They want to make up a scenario in their head to be upset about, and so they find some way to be upset about it.
Shooting those explosives should subdue the beast.
Shooting what explosives? What do you... Oh, those explosives? Oh, maybe I shouldn't stand next to him when I'm exploding him, I guess. I guess I should have thought that through a little bit better, but, you know, we made it, we did it. All right, let's blast some orcs.
Another siege beast is in range. Destroy it.
It's the same way that, like, when our ATMs, when I worked for the bank, some of our ATMs gained the ability to, they would pop up and do like, hey, this sentence is bilingual, so it's in both English and Spanish. If you want to disable this feature, press 2. And I would get calls from people so many times where they call them like, well, I had to read Spanish on your ATM, and this is America, and I just don't feel like I should be forced to read Spanish. So you need to take that feature off that ATM immediately, because I will not use your ATMs as long as I am forced to read Spanish on them. And all it was one sentence. One sentence that was, hey, we have this accessibility feature for you. If you need it, you can use it. And they were so offended and so upset they felt the need to spend 20 minutes out of their day to call in to complain that they had to read one sentence in Spanish. Israel, good morning. So that's the kind of society we're dealing with. That's where we're at in society, is that reading one sentence in Spanish is simply too much. Ben's here. Yes, we were talking about Shadow of War about a week ago, and I was like, I need to play it so bad.
If Minas Ithil falls, then it will only be a matter of time till they find a Palantir.
I was thinking.
But people will find. You played a D&D character out of Talion. How did you build them? Because I was just talking about that D&D needs to make Rangers more like Talion. That Ranger would be a much better class if it was built like Talion. I'm guessing you did like a fighter monk to build him. People find the dumbest things to complain about. Echo Knight Fighter makes a lot of sense. I remember one person called in. They were upset about their friend got an American Express card that was like made of metal, and our cards were made of plastic. And they were upset because it was embarrassing to them that they had to pay with a plastic card while their friend had a much better metal card. So they wanted us to send them a metal card so they could compete with their friend. There was another call when I was in training. I had no idea how to handle this call. A person was on a cruise, and they got so drunk on their cruise that they threw their credit card overboard. And they wanted us to arrange for a helicopter to fly out into the middle of the ocean to deliver them their credit card.
Push them back.
The ego on this person that they needed us to life flight them a credit card. Yes, I had one of the see-through American Express cards. Did you know? You are in the presence of someone who owns an American Express card.
Wipe away our history.
That is how elite of a person Waffles is. You are in the presence of an American Express
These relics
blue
of my life.
card holder.
My father was right.
Please try Minecraft. I've played Minecraft.
You have a valuable
I'm not good at Minecraft, and Minecraft is a good game. Don't get me wrong.
The Palantir
But
is poison to many. None can
I just
withstand
get bored of it. Like, there's not enough direction for me to enjoy Minecraft. But Hytale's coming out here soon, and I'll probably play a little bit of Hytale.
I will fail as they have failed.
Go ahead and delete my number. That's enough internet. Awesome flex. You know, you gotta have a credit score of at least like 620 to get an American Express, so exclusive.
Then I will find my father.
Zaid's back. Welcome back.
She will hold you to your oath, Ranger.
My American Express card. Some humble brags. My American Express card has such a high limit on it that I could put myself in crippling debt.
Give her time. Until then, we should return to Shelob.
Are you impressed at my ability to put myself in crippling debt if I wanted to, if I so choose? I only have a Walmart credit card. My score is 720. I cannot believe the things that Walmart is doing. The fact that Walmart has the ability to have like, hey, this checkout stand is only for Walmart Plus members. Like, having to pay a monthly or yearly fee to use a checkout is such a ridiculous thing. I cannot believe that. Speaking of checkout, though, Costco says they're working on technology that will allow members to scan items in their cart from their phone so that they can just skip checkout and pay right from their cell phone. And that is some cool technology. To never have to stand in line at Costco again is amazing. They have 37 cash registers and only 2 of them are open. So here's the thing about that. I agree that that is outrageous. But here's the thing. These companies pay these really, really, really smart people to come in and look at their business. And Target does this too. You ever wonder why Target has 20 registers and only 1 open? That's because someone has come in and looked at their business and they've come up with a number. And they've said to the CEOs and the managers and said, look, you might have 35 minutes of lines at your registers. However, according to our number crunching, people at this store are willing to wait 40 minutes before they will leave and not pay for anything. So as long as you keep your lines under 40 minutes long, people will wait. And because people are willing to wait that long, those lines will continue to be that long. If enough people walked out of the store and refused to engage in this process, they would change it in a heartbeat. But because there are people have looked at the numbers and said, you've made enough money for this, they aren't going to change it because they can still make money off of it. So why would they be bothered to change this if they know they can still make money, you know? So that's why it's set up that way. Is it good? No. Is it fair? No. But that's how it is.
This one was trying to be
Amazon has entirely manless stores where you just scan your phones and walk through the door. Yeah, so those were in the news, actually, because those stores were a total scam. They said that you could do that because it was all AI powered and they're showing off how AI it was. But what they actually did was they hired a cheap offshore data center in India to scan the items for you. So they lied to you. Those weren't special AI stores. It was literally just people being paid in India to watch you on a camera and do the math for you. So those stores were a total scam, and they got in a lot of trouble for that, for lying to people. And honestly, I'm tired of the outsourcing. Like, if Trump really wants to be America first, then shouldn't we be putting like taxes on outsourcing? That way it encourages American companies to hire from America rather than outsourcing all their labor to take advantage of cheap labor sources throughout the global economy. Like, if you were actually America first, don't you think you'd be putting on some like pressure to businesses to actually hire in America? And like that's the true danger of work from home. I love work from home. I want everyone to be able to work from home. I love work from home. However, the more companies that have to do work from home and figure out work from home, the more likely those companies are to say, oh, well, if we're going to pay you to work from home already, then why don't we just outsource you and do it that way, you know? I'm thinking of moving to Japan or Thailand. I am weeb enough that I would love to move to Japan, but I don't know Japanese. 2, I know that Japan has its own set of problems. I know a lot of people talk about how great Japan is, but I also know Japan has, you know, some problems. So, I think that Japan is over-glorified and that we can talk about some problems Japan has. Thailand, though, I've heard a lot of great things about living in Thailand.
You think you're snaky? Think again.
Oh, this guy's watching for stealth. Okay, well. How about we just beat you the old-fashioned way? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Okay, we're almost there. We've almost charged up our ability. Oh, he mad. He's got the big mad. And he's no longer mad. He did a little breakdance when we killed him. How nice of him. Did you know that Mexico loves anime so much, specifically Dragon Ball, that during the Tournament of Power arc, the cartel presence in crime reported dropped a significant amount? I have heard that, and I have heard that Mexico really loves Dragon Ball. And I know I've ranted about this before, but I don't understand why. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is some of the worst anime I've ever watched. There's no story, it's the same thing over and over, and the fights aren't even cool. That's my main problem. The fights aren't even cool. Like, you can watch way cooler fight on, like, Demon Slayer and Fire Force and things like that. What anime do you enjoy? I like My Hero Academia. I like Blue Eye Samurai. I like The Boondocks. You know, good anime. But Dragon Ball's just the same thing over and over again, you know? Like, give me some variety. The Boondocks is anime? I count The Boondocks as anime. I think it fully counts as anime. It was originally a comic strip, also known as a manga, that was adapted into a anime style. I think it's an anime. I think it counts as an anime. Yeah, that guy did not stand a chance. He got absolutely thrashed. Blue Eye Samurai might be one of the best animes ever. I wouldn't count it as anime along with Avatar: Last Airbender. There is no small amount of debate on whether or not anime or Avatar: Last Airbender counts as anime. You got a nice voice. Didn't know you were doing live stuff too. Thank you, Duncan. Yes, I am live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays
When Aenar didn't return from his
at 5 a.m. Pacific time. This is extreme Western
You are not
gatekeeping.
tempted to read the letters.
I mean, there are purists, and I understand.
heart of my people.
And well, no, anime means animation, not cartoon, Dex. Well, actually, but there is the purists who believe that anime specifically means Japanese animation. But here's the thing, like even Japanese animes often outsource their stuff to like South Korea, right? So like even Japanese anime isn't anime by those standards. So I prefer a much looser definition that anime just means anything animated. I had a nemesis in this game that was immune to everything except explosive damage, so he kicked my butt every time he showed up because the grog had run dry. I remember when the big guy betrays you and tries to take control of the kingdom only to fail. It's such a good game. It really is such a good game. Alright, so we need to go over to She-Lab. Samurai Champloo. That's another good anime. Full Metal Alchemist. Another good anime. There's a lot of good anime out there. I'm just saying that like some of the big anime like Naruto, mid. Dragon Ball, mid. One Piece, terrible. So just these big animes that everyone talks about just are they're overrated. That's all I'm saying. They're just a little overrated and a little mid. I don't think that's too far of a stretch to say. But My Hero Academia is one of the greatest anime ever made. And I will fight anyone on that. It's got a great story, it's got beautiful animation, it's got great character development, good music. Are you just saying they're mid because they're long? No. No, not at all. Naruto has way too much filler. That automatically knocks it down a peg or two. Dragon Ball has no story and awful animation. It really has nothing to it at all. One Piece is bad because of how long it is, but it also has some of the worst annoying writing and voice acting I've never heard. Dude, shut up, you'll lose your mod if you argue with him. No. So, in this channel, everyone who's been here for any extended period of time knows I am well known for my absolutely horrible dog water opinions. So every person here knows and accepts if you watch Waffles stream, you are going to hear some of the most awful opinions you've ever heard in your lifetime. That's just the Waffles experience. That is how you truly enjoy your Waffles morning, is by getting your daily dose of absolutely cringe and horrible opinions. I'll be the first to lose mod status. No, in fact, Dex, you will never lose mod status because you are here forever. We're in the process of converting you to Catholicism, and I fear if I kick you out as mod, you'll just leave forever. So you are stuck here. You are welcome to the Hotel California. You can check out any time, but you can never leave. That is where you are right now. Which I know I've talked about not liking the Beatles, but that's at least one of the Beatles' good songs, the Hotel California. I will concede that is a good Beatles song. Ooh, what do we got here? What's up here? There's an execution over here. Who's being executed? Let's take a look. Oh, some captains are fighting.
You think you know anything about pain and death? Oh, you poor ignorant thing. Watch your boys die and know that their
I'm not a huge fan of the
demise
Beatles
will
either.
be
They do have some good songs, but it's just not really my kind of music.
planned for you.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I stand by it. Nobody should be listening to the Beatles in 2025. Like, yeah, they were relevant in the 30s or whenever they were active, but they are no longer a relevant band. Like, there's no reason to listen to the Beatles in this day and age. All right, let's even this fight out a little bit. Let's Elven Rage some people here. It was an archer fight. I did unfairly intrude upon the archer fight.
You're here to save these cowards? Don't be fooled. They've got it coming, just like you.
So I'll archer fight too. How about that? We used our bow and arrow. All right, now we can't let this guy escape. Yes, this is the second game, the better game. Thank you. Give me some armor. And let's check out our spoils. We've got ranger armor. Let's equip that one. We got a new cloak. His bow and arrow sucked. Better dagger. Okay. So what's the lore behind the hammer again? Do you remember? The hammer was one that I think was used to like literally forge one of the rings, and so it's got like some sort of mystical power because of that. Because it touched the ring. Something like that. Found a Gondorian artifact.
This mace is far older than what we usually find on the battlefield.
I doubt the orc who stole it knew of its heritage.
I'm not so worried about.
Oh, these guys were running scared. Oh, you stopped running, buddy. Here, let me help you sleep. Go to sleep for a little bit. He's just gonna take a little nap. This guy too. You've been running so long. You're probably a little tired. Here, just take a little snooze, a little cat nap. You know, I'm such a good guy. Let's throw that guy off a cliff. Yeet! Just throwing these orcs casually off this cliff. It's like 300 up in here. This is Gondor! You're not a good guy, you're the best guy. Will nobody stop me? Will nobody think of the orcs? Oh, ow! These guys are actually hitting me. Alright, well, you guys get to die like a hero here, because you actually hit me, so... Alright. Back to throwing you guys off cliffs. Goodbye. Who else wants some? Alright, last one. They should be terrified of me. I can't wait to see. I want to look down below and see this pit of orcs that I've been throwing off the cliff. I imagine there's just like 1,000 orc corpses down there. Where'd they all go? Where? Don't tell me the orc corpses were... They all disappeared. I was working hard. Oh, no, there they are. Okay. I was working hard on making an orc pit down there. I love his sheath in this game because it's actually feasible for him to draw his sword. Interesting. I want them to survive. I want them to know fear. They need to go tell the other orcs about the madman who spent a half an hour throwing them off of cliffs. You know, it's good for them to have a little a little fear in their lives. These orcs are far too comfortable. We've got to introduce some problems to them, you know? See, what do we got here? We got Poison Tendril. I want to be able to drain people from a distance. How do I unlock the drain? Oh, we will kill a captain. Oh, I didn't know I have skins. I got Galadriel. I've got the Captain Baronier. I've got the elf. Some sort of undead lady. That's kind of cool. You can get some new skins. Take a look at the middle. It's hollowed out, so the thinner the blade gets and the quicker it comes out of the sheath. Really? Well, this is a good time. If I go into photo mode, I should be able to look at his sheath, right? So, is that what you're talking about? Like in the thinner middle part? We're also going to play a lot with this. We're going to play a lot with the photo mode. If you know anything about me, I love photography, so we're gonna play in photo mode at some point when we're getting some cool executions. However, it is 6:30, which means it's time for me to go do some chores and get ready for work, unfortunately. So it is time for me to go get ready for my actual day job. Someday streaming will make me enough money that I can do this all day, every day, and I can just be a streamer. But today is not that day. So, as always, let's end with our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today we pray for the strength and resolve to fast, to avoid sin, to avoid temptation, and to grow closer to you today. We pray for all those who are struggling with mental illness and physical illness, whether they be in a hospital, whether they be out on the streets, whether they be all alone. Lord, help them. We pray for those souls in purgatory, those souls who have been forgotten, those souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. We pray for the intentions of Pope Leo. Help to bring about all the good that he is trying to bring about for this world, especially peace. And finally, as a special intention, we pray for a little boy who is struggling, a little boy who will be going into a life-saving surgery later this week. The doctors are not sure how that surgery will go. Lord, be with the family, be with that child, and give them all the strength to endure and overcome. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone, that is it for me. I've got to go to work. Thank you for hanging out with me as always. It's always a pleasure to get to talk with you all. Have a blessed day, and we will see you again on Wednesday morning. I'll be live at 5 a.m. Pacific time. Have a good day, y'all.